Hi everyone, MVS Cosplay here. Just wanted to take a moment to thank you all for tuning in once again. And before we head on to the show, just wanted to let you know that I do have a Ko-Fi link. So if you want to help support the show and help me improve the quality of audio as well as visual, feel free to make a donation at your leisure. Thanks again and enjoy the show, everyone. Alrighty. Hello, everybody. This is Off the Runner. No, sorry, not Off the Runner. That's my other podcast, The Cosplay Sessions. This is The Cosplay Sessions, episode 3. And today we are showcasing a mutual cosplay friend of mine through TikTok. This is Paris Cosplay.
Hi.
So, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Sure. So, yeah, like you said, I'm ParisCosplays. My platforms that I'm mostly on are Instagram, TikTok. I'm pretty well known for the balloon dresses that I do with Balloon Josh slash Neverland Balloons. But yeah, I really love cosplay. I've been doing it for about 4 years now, and it's a lot of fun. I also have Patreon, and I do a little bit of YouTube. I also do princess parties, so I do a lot of cosplay related things.
That's cool.
Thank
Um,
you.
yeah, I just started out doing this show primarily just cat. How old's your cat?
Yeah, she's 5, I think, 5 or 6.
Oh, so cute.
Thank you.
So pretty much this show goes that going throughout pretty much mutuals that I know in regards to like their cosplay journeys. Started with a friend on the East Coast and then one of my friends here on West Coast, and I was like, you know what? I need to get someone from West or sort of the Midwest region, I think.
Yeah.
So wanted to check with you on that. So, and you said 4 years into the cosplay community. Oh,
Mhm.
awesome. Still relatively new. Um,
Mhm.
been doing it for, oh gosh, I think 11 years now.
Nice. Yeah, I
Yeah.
always wish I started earlier, because I was already an adult when I started, and when I'm
Mm,
at the conventions and I see like the next generation of cosplayers, I think it would have been fun to have been involved when I was a teenager, but I did start as an adult. But
mm.
it just shows you're never too old to be a
Yeah,
kid.
exactly. This community is very open. So,
Mhm.
all right, let's get started. So, we pretty much got covered when you started cosplaying. What was the first character that you did?
So I need to actually, because I always get asked this and I don't remember, so I have to really look it up to see which one
Mm,
came first. But it was either Moana at Renaissance Festival or it was Suicide Squad Harley Quinn at Anime Matsuri 2017. Um, oh, so I've been cosplaying for 5 years actually, because
okay.
2017 is 5 years ago. But yeah, so it was one of those two, so I need to look up which one came first.
And
Mhm.
with that, with how much you've grown and learned in the community in the past 5 years, would you want to revisit or redo the cosplay? As in terms of like example, you're Harley Quinn. Would you try to
Mm.
do anything different with makeup or try to like um, improve the makeup techniques you do it? Because I just started doing the makeup stuff with example Jared Leto's Joker, and it's
Mm.
like over the years I've gotten better and better at doing like
Yeah.
foundation at first and then doing everything else for
Mhm.
it as well as sealing.
Yeah, so yeah, I would do it different. So Harley Quinn, I liked my makeup that I did for Harley Quinn, but I actually didn't wear wigs back then, so I had blonde ombre hair, so I just had my natural hair and I
Hmm.
sprayed the pigtails. So I'd do a wig if I did it again. Um, I actually don't really like how I look as Suicide Squad Harley Quinn though, so I don't think I would end up cosplaying that character again.
Mm.
I've done like variations of it that I think are cute where I like kind of make it my own. But just the generic Suicide Squad Harley Quinn look, it's not my favorite on
Mm.
myself. And I think what that is like my own thing where like when I cosplay cartoon characters, like I feel like I don't look like the clearly like we don't look like cartoon characters, so like anyone
Right.
can kind of pull those characters off. But whenever I cosplay characters that are like real life actresses, it's just this silly thing in my own head where I'm like, I don't look like Margot Robbie. I don't look like the actress, so I feel like I look weird in like real life characters. I don't know if that's just me being weird, but
No, I totally get you. Like sometimes when I cosplay as Loki, I'm just like, I
I
look
don't look
nothing
like
like Tom
Loki.
Hiddleston.
Yes, exactly. But when it's
Low
like a
low
cartoon
key, I feel
character
kind of jealous of the people who look sort of
like
like the actor,
Loki,
Like
yeah.
they're so lucky.
Or those people that are really good at like shape-shifting makeup. I
Oh
think that's so
gosh,
cool.
yeah. Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's just my own weird thing where I'm like, I don't look like that actress, so I feel like I look silly, but yeah, that's just my own weird thing.
Mm. So, and when I started following you on TikTok back in 2020 or so, I did notice that towards end of 2020 into 2021, you started doing the balloon cosplays, and I found that super cool and unique. We don't really
Hmm.
get any of that in the cosplay community in general. I
Hmm.
think besides someone here in the SoCal community, you're the only person I've seen that does it.
Hmm.
And I was wondering, like, what made you want to get into that type of cosplay specifically?
Yeah. So the balloon cosplays, I know they've been done before, but Josh is the only one who does it as like that's like he does it. Like,
I did too. Like you got frozen for a second. Sorry about that. You're talking about
oh, okay.
Josh.
Yeah, so he's the only one who like actually like there's people who have done it, but he's the one who's like mainly is known for the balloon cosplays. And I had done my first balloon dress I'd done with Josh was Blossom. I was Blossom and I did it with two other girls, Bubbles and Buttercup. And that was the first time I'd ever done a balloon dress. And then a while later, the pandemic hit, and nobody was really cosplaying uh,
Hmm.
unless they were doing it like, self at home shoots and then posting them on social media. But there was no reason to go out and cosplay like at conventions and stuff. And so as the regulations started to get lifted a little bit more, Josh and I kind of decided to collaborate and do a Hatsune Miku balloon dress. And I posted it and it went viral on TikTok. I think it hit like 7 million views or something, which it ended up getting deleted because the copyright music. But at the
Oh,
time, it
right.
had hit 7 million views. And so I texted Josh and I was like, you really need to get on TikTok because there's a platform for you here. And so I kind of like pulled him into TikTok and then we kind of just started being like, I was like the poster child for his balloon dresses and we were kind of like a little balloon artist cosplayer team. And and then he blew up. I think he has like 2 point something million followers now on TikTok.
Nice.
So it's been really fun. I actually like I love the balloon cosplays. I feel so fun and I just love them.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
Let's see here. So, what are the pros and cons of the type of balloon cosplays? Like, what I'm meaning, like, maneuverability. Like, are you
Mm,
able to sit or even just take a break while wearing the
yeah.
balloons? Because my biggest worry is, um, like, the slightest pressure, it could just cause the things to pop.
Yeah, so the balloons are actually surprisingly very durable. They don't pop easily, and I think that surprises a lot of people. Like I can sit in it, jump in it, dance, move around, and they don't really pop. I wear them to conventions all day and they don't pop. The only
Oh
way
wow.
they really pop is if you like prick them with a needle,
Hmm.
and they also like you can't like roll in the grass in them. Like the grass will pop them.
Hmm.
But just like bumping into things, punching them, squeezing them, you have to squeeze. Like I've posted videos of me trying to squeeze them, and you have to squeeze really hard and use your nails to get them to pop. So they're very durable.
Hmm.
Um, Cons, I guess with certain cosplays would be mobility. Like if your arms are restricted, there's only so much that you can do. But
Hmm.
for the most part, they're pretty mobile as well. I've had friends collaborate with me who have felt claustrophobic in the balloon dresses. I don't personally feel claustrophobic in them, but I know some people, if you have claustrophobia, balloon dress probably isn't for you. And then also, latex allergies can be kind of common,
Oh
which
yeah.
again, I don't have one, but if you have a latex allergy, I probably shouldn't do a balloon dress. But I guess those would be, oh, pro would be, um, my favorite pro about the balloon cosplays is that I don't have to like buy those cosplays.
Right.
So like I
You
just
just
have to
make it
like,
as you go when you get there, right?
yeah,
Or
exactly. So
even before you
I,
leave.
exactly. So I just have to like, I literally just pick out a wig. I try to think what cosplay would look good with this wig, and then I do my makeup, and then I put on a tank top and some leggings, and I hang out with Josh, and he just builds the cosplay. So that's like super convenient for me when it's like, okay,
Nice.
I really want to cosplay this character, but it's out of my budget. Do you think we could make it? And he's like, yeah, totally. So that's a really fun part of it is I've gotten to cosplay so many characters because he's able to make anything.
Right, that's awesome. And
Hmm.
with the balloon cosplays, what would be like a bucket list character for to do a balloon cosplay out of that you haven't done yet?
See, that's actually really hard because we're at the point where we've done all of our favorites. So we've done so many that it's like getting more difficult to brainstorm characters that we want to do. So we've done a lot of my favorites. I think a cool one that I'd love to do one day would be a Sona cosplay from League of Legends, but it would take hours because she has that big prop. I don't know if you know who that character is, but
No, I don't, but
that's
big
one that
props,
I'd
yeah.
like to do eventually.
Hmm. Cool, cool. Let me see here. So besides the um balloon cosplay, and as you said, you're really big on TikTok. Um, just for someone who kind of has not as much of a following, as well as any advice for TikTok cosplayers that want to grow their audience. Um,
Hmm.
for example, I have sort of an okay following, about at 22K, but
Hmm.
I think in early 2021, my followers, like, I feel like engagement hasn't been
Hmm.
going anywhere. What advice
Hmm.
would you give to cosplayers and content makers who kind of just seem to plateau, even though they try making content as much as they can?
Yeah, so my advice would be one to not be discouraged or think that it's your content because the algorithm is constantly changing. So the number one thing would be research, like research the algorithm, research what it is that these platforms are looking for and kind of cater to the algorithm. It does take a lot of time, patience, and work. So I know exactly what you mean. Before TikTok, the algorithm was much different for Instagram. It was more focused on making sure you have good hashtags, making sure you're engaging. So I had kind of like in the beginning, I used to have like engagement strategies and different marketing reach strategies that I would do. So I actually hustled really hard for my early following. But to be honest, since Instagram started pushing reels, that's really what any influencer is going to encourage you to do is try to think of a way to make reels within your niche because I feel so bad, unfortunately, for content creators who video doesn't come naturally to them. They're seeing their numbers tank because Instagram's no longer focusing on photos, they're focusing on video. And so
Yeah.
for people like me, I've really benefited off of it because I love doing videos. But that would be my advice to you is to try to figure out a way to make reels and push reels that are engaging to your audience because that's really how you're going to gain your growth right now. And again, it's always changing. Like maybe in a year or two, it's going to change again. But right now, the easiest way to grow your Instagram is Instagram Reels.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Alrighty. Well, that pretty much covers all my show notes for this session. So, Paris, I want to thank you for your time and looking forward to do some. I don't think I actually done any duets with you yet. I think I
Oh,
saved so
yeah.
many to make because you're Miss Marvel, and I have so many
Hmm.
Spider-Man related stuff.
Yay. Hmm.
So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna collab with you on that sometime in the future.
Thank you so
Alrighty.
much. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Alrighty. And that is the cosplay sessions, everyone. See you at the next session. Bye bye.